Hey everybody, decided to do a little quick review video here while other projects are in the waiting. It has recently got to my attention that a lot, and I mean a lot, of online games has suddenly begun to realize that the formula for success seems to be going free to play, with the options for VIP, which is a pay-per monthly subscription, as well as premium, which would be a free account where you can occasionally buy extra goodies when you need to, like expansions, mission packs, extra weapons, extra character slots, and so forth. Just to name a few, Lord of the Rings has done this recently. AO is just starting to add a store for their free-to-play as well as their paid-to-play. And pretty soon, City of Heroes will also be joining this fray, which means I can finally get back to it again. I can finally get to the bleeding frickin' end of City of Villains at long last. I might add that the awesomeness of City of Heroes is that they're following Lord of the Rings idea, which is there's a free-to-play, there's a premium, where you can actually buy the stuff, but at the same time, even if your account has been inactive for a while, you get to keep the stuff you've already bought. Which means that my money has not been wasted. Sure, I haven't been getting the points for my monthly subscriptions or anything in the past, but let's be fair here. I don't expect points for something when they didn't have a point system ready yet, even though they do keep track of how long you've been playing. But they do keep my costume packs, which are a big thing for me because I like making new and exciting and interesting characters with new ideas added onto them. But it has recently come to my attention that another MMO has recently gone free to play. That MMO would be Age of Conan. Age of Conan is made by Funcom, the same people responsible for Anarchy Online. So, let's give the game a first glimpse at, shall we? We'll put it at short. Here's the character generator. I'm gonna pick female because, let's be honest, any gamer that's gonna be doing something solo for a while prefers to have something to look at. And once we finally tell this character to get started, her boat crashes. Crazy women drivers! Once on the island, after a weird scene where she glows and then floats towards the surface again, she has found herself stranded on an island with her captors, apparently. So she wasn't steering the boat. Okay, she was a slave. Wait. What is she doing as a slave? Well, apparently she was just manning the oars. Okay, that's a little more acceptable. So as we start this sucker off, you can look at your inventory here and you realize this armor is pretty useless. So why don't we just take it? Oh my god! Boobies. Seriously people, I'm not kidding. One of these has taken off your armor very seriously, and that would be Age of Conan. Well, to be honest, I'm not completely surprised by this. I mean, look at what Conan is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a dark, deep past story where everything is dark and evil and twisted. Slavery is abound, and men run around in just loincloths. So yeah. I will critique, however, that the fighting is a little bit awkward. Apparently you have a slash from top left to lower right, and a slash from top right to lower left, and then a slice down the middle. Attacks. Why can't you just attack? But as the leveling goes on, you do eventually get some extra abilities and stuff to kill people with. Oh, and you also find the dirtbag that originally enslaved you. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Do the deed. Do the deed. Yes! Crack him! Frickin' Jabba the Hutt. Not too long after dealing with him, you have to deal with the demon that he wanted you to go after to get the key to open the gate, fight off some gorillas, and then you'll finally get to the city that you're aiming for. Exciting! So yeah, on the way you've already fought villagers and other people who probably want to imprison you as a slave yet again. So you fought with already 3 different groups of enemies, as well as numerous bosses by this point. Most of the bosses are actually at your level, so they're just an extra long fight. So they're not overly hard, but they will take out and give you a beating if you're doing. But overall, first impressions of this game so far is I would improve upon the fighting schematics, although they're okay. It's just very confusing the first time you're trying to do this. And also the fact that you're only allowed 2 races and about 3 classes, depending upon, and only 2 of which are allowed per race. It's just not enough, guys. It feels like you're holding back a whole lot on this one. I mean, look at AO. AO, you got half the world that you can't see, which I don't mind because that's the big expansion. It's the only big expansion the game has ever really needed. As well as 2 character classes. That's a fairly decent free game, all considering. You can reach at least level 200, but you can't reach the extra 20 or so levels after that. Plus you don't get the 2 classes, plus you don't get to see the extra world, which is Shadowlands. Age of Conan just seems very, very finicky. Like, they really wanted to do this, but they didn't put a whole lot of thought or effort into it, sadly enough. For now, it will suffice as a little time filler, and I might also add that another game that has come to my attention is Hellgate London. I have played a little bit of this game, but I won't get into reviewing it yet as this sucker is deep. But I digress. Thanks all for watching, and I'll come back next time. Boobies.